Hello, welcome back, Recapped Mystery here. Today, I'm going to explain an American drama thriller film called Before I Wake. Watch out and take care. It's midnight when a grown man enters a small child's chamber. He holds a gun to the sleeping child's head. He becomes nervous and apologizes to him, addressing him as Cody. A loud noise causes him to pull the trigger, and the gunshot wakes Cody. The man sobs in front of him and apologizes. A couple named Jessie and Mark have been authorized as foster parents a few months later. Natalie, a foster care worker, sits across from them. She tells them about Cody, an 8-year-old youngster. Cody's father was never present, and his mother died when he was 3 years old. Cody has had a string of bad foster care experiences. His old foster parents had abandoned him, allowing him to fend for himself for approximately a month until being rescued. He has sleep problems, yet he is strong and intelligent. Natalie believes he is ideal for the Hobsons to foster. The Hobsons come home happy that day, having found the perfect child for them. Shawn, their small kid, had drowned in a bathtub by accident. This had a significant impact on the marriage, but they are now prepared to welcome a new member to their family. They redecorate the house at home to make it suitable for Cody. Mark removes every photograph of Shawn from the walls, leaving only their family photo. He also attaches an extra handle to the wall next to the bathtub. Later that day, Jessie informs her self-help group about Cody's adoption. Everyone in the room is delighted for her. Since Shawn's death, Jessie has had difficulty sleeping. The next day, the pair eagerly awaits Cody's arrival. Natalie's car pulls into their driveway, and they hurry over to greet Cody. He greets the couple and wishes them a good morning. He brings a box, which Mark assists him in carrying inside. As Cody looks about the house, the family photo with Shawn seems to have captured his attention. He stares at it as Mark tells him about his game collection. The adults then accompany him to his new room, which he enjoys, especially the butterflies on the drapes. Natalie informs them that Cody has a hobby of collecting butterflies. Cody was put to bed later that night by the couple. However, when they depart, Cody stands up and opens the package he brought with him. Inside is a can of Coke and a butterfly book. He swallows the cola and begins reading the book by torchlight under the blanket. He hardly ever sleeps. His first day of school is the next day. Cody meets and befriends Annie that day at school. That day, Jessie is folding Cody's laundry when she discovers his secret box. Inside are his butterfly book, numerous cans of Coke, and a bottle of stimulants. She questions him about the box as she tucks him into bed at night. He claims that the amphetamine and drink cans are to keep him awake. He goes on to say that after he falls asleep, the canker figure appears. Jessie rejects it, believing that the child is simply having nightmares. She promises him that the man will leave without a fight. Cody, on the other hand, believes that the canker man ate his mother and is always with him. Jessie puts him to bed and walks into Mark's living room. She regrets going into Cody's box. She feels as if she has intruded on his privacy, but Mark tells her that it is for his benefit. They are watching a movie together sometime later. Then, unexpectedly, numerous butterflies swoop into the room. They appear to be holographic. The couple is astounded to see so many at once. While Jessie closes the windows, Mark captures one in a drawer for Cody. All of the butterflies vanish when the windows close. The pair is taken aback. That night, Jessie has trouble falling asleep. She goes down to the kitchen and hears an unusual noise. She scans the area to see if there is an intruder. Shawn enters unexpectedly in the dark living room. Jessie is stunned. A glass falls from her grasp and shatters. Shawn is gone when she looks up again. She goes into Cody's room to check on him. He is sleeping well. The next day, Jessie returns to the self-help group. She informs them about her encounter with Shawn. According to her, Shawn is upset over being replaced by Cody. Later that day, Mark catches Cody glancing at their family photo, which includes Shawn. He discusses Shawn with the couple. They patiently answer Cody's queries. The butterflies reappear at night. They are looking around when Shawn walks into the room. He is dressed in the same attire as their family photo. The pair is taken aback. They approach him and touch him. When they do, they realize he is indeed real. However, Shawn abruptly vanishes. At the same time, Cody awakens. He approaches the couple and apologizes. The next morning's breakfast is awkward. Jessie and Mark are speechless. They are still in amazement. However, they assume Shawn's appearance is related to Cody. Cody expresses regret about something. When Cody gets home from school, the family watches Shawn videos. It's a Christmas video, and all three of them appear to be having a good time in it. Mark and Jessie stayed in the living room after Cody fell asleep. Suddenly, the room is illuminated by Christmas lights, and a Christmas tree appears. Shawn then emerges in the attire he wore in the video. The video has begun to play. Mark and Jessie are at a loss for words. They finally realize Cody is endowed with magical abilities. While he sleeps, all of his dreams come true. When he wakes up, though, the dream is gone. The next day, Cody sketches a drawing of a man and then scribbles over it. It is the Canker Man, he tells Annie. When Cody scribbles over him, it sometimes keeps the man away. Jessie returns the images of Shawn to Cody. She wishes to see her late son again. Mark, on the other hand, is opposed to the notion. He accuses Jessie of utilizing Cody to satisfy her cravings. Jessie, on the other hand, is adamant that Cody is the only one who can help them heal. Mark, irritated, puts the photo frames away. Cody takes a butterfly imprisoned in a drawer to school the next day. His bully breaks it. Cody had been awake all night, terrified of the Canker Man, and he almost falls asleep in class. He is granted permission to relax in class during the lunch break. When he falls asleep, he is alone in the room. Cody fantasizes about the Canker Man. Cody's blessing is both a blessing and a burden. His nightmares are as real as his dreams. While Cody is sleeping, his bully enters the classroom and confronts the Canker Man. Annie screams in terror as she sees the Canker Man enjoy Tate. Cody awakens, but Tate has vanished. The police are called to the school to look into the disappearance. Cody cannot risk falling asleep right now, so he drinks coffee to keep himself up. Cody reads the butterfly book he typically does that night. He hears a noise and goes to look under the bed when Tate's spirit arrives. He drags him under the bed in front of him. Cody fights and yells, "I am awake." Meanwhile, Shawn appears in front of Jessie, saying, "I am awake." Cody yells loudly, which causes the dreams to vanish. Jessie rushes over to him, asking what's happening and attempting to calm him down. The next day, Jessie consults with the doctor concerning Cody's insomnia. In the meantime, Cody and Mark go shopping for items for Cody's room. When they return home, they find two policemen in front of their house. They'd like to speak with Cody about Tate's disappearance. Later that day, Cody inquires about Shawn's death, but the couple rejects the inquiry. Jessie, unaware to her husband, mixes the recommended sleeping tablets with Cody's milk. He also drinks it. As he tucks Cody into bed, Mark informs him that Shawn drowned. Cody falls asleep peacefully that night due to the medicine. Jessie and Mark are back in the living room. Shawn comes in front of them afterwards, but he appears demonic and vomits water. Mark runs up to wake Cody, but he is unable to do so due to the medicine. The dream quickly turns into a nightmare. In the living room, a tall creature appears in front of Jessie. She dashes inside Cody's room and shuts the door. Mark is concerned about Cody's inability to wake up when Jessie confesses to having drugged him. She cringes as the beast devours Mark. She goes unconscious all of a sudden. Cody calls 911 when she wakes up in the morning. Mark isn't to be found. It's as though he's vanished into thin air. When the cops arrive, they accuse Jessie of drugging the child. They suspect Jessie and Mark are abusing Cody and take him away while Jessie sobs. To get them to stop, Jessie then approaches Natalie, who accuses her of child abuse and urges her to leave. Jessie, on the other hand, finds Cody's file on her desk and manages to grab it. She learns about a man named Whelan Young from the paperwork. He is the father of Cody's second foster family. She travels to see him. Young informs her that he and his wife raised Cody for 15 months before his dream was devoured. His wife as well. He was so enraged at Cody that he nearly murdered him. This is the scene we witnessed at the start of the film. He then begs her to kill Cody so that no one else suffers from his nightmares, but Jessie refuses. She also finds Cody's mother's information and hospital reports in the file. She decides to go to the hospital and further investigate. Her mother's items are given to her by the hospital. It comprises of a butterfly-shaped pillow and her journal. Jessie discovers the secret of the canker man's existence while reading the journal and reports. She then takes the pillow to the orphanage where Cody is staying. Cody hasn't slept in recent nights, and his carers are concerned. Unknown to them, they give the canker guy a tranquilizer to help him sleep. Cody had a dream about the man that night as well. When Jessie enters the building, she notices many horrors in each room. She is startled first by a flutter of black moths, and then she notices Shawn drowning in the bathtub. She then notices a terrifying-looking woman twist Cody's head. Finally, she notices Mark arrive in front of her. She closes the door to that room, terrified. She finally makes it to Cody's room. The canker guy approaches her to harm her, but instead of fleeing, she demonstrates. The butterfly pillow was given to him. When he sees it, the canker guy comes to a halt. Jessie cautiously embraces the man. As she does so, the man transforms into Cody, who then vanishes. Jessie picks up a sleeping Cody and leads him outside. Natalie is revived after being pampered by the canker man. She notices Jessie taking him away, but she lets her. They notice several gorgeous butterflies flying through the corridor. His nightmare has become a wonderful dream. The following day, Jessie informs Cody that his mother's name was Andrea and that pancreatic cancer took her life. Andrea had discovered Cody's talent when he was a child. She jotted it down in her journal. Andrea, however, was diagnosed with cancer when Cody was just 3 years old. Cody had witnessed his mother, who was battling illness, on the point of death. At the time, she was emaciated and bald. He made up the story since he was too young to recognize her as his mother. Was the man with the canker. He was told that his mother had died of cancer. He made up the canker man over time, so he thought he took her away. This triggered his nightmares. Jessie believes that his horror is over now that Cody knows the canker man isn't real, will not return. However, Mark and the other persons seized by the canker guy have yet to return. Jessie believes that as Cody learns to control his power, there is a chance of their returning. Cody expresses gratitude to Jessie for bringing him home and calls her mother. He starts to learn how to control his magical gift. Please subscribe to assist the channel, turn on notification and leave a like. Thank you for taking the time to watch. See you again soon.